On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Jacksonville. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
23.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3.
On the red.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Britton Strange, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits. and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Gun.
Burrow will throw. The short throw there pulled in by all. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Here we go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, go.
This is Kelly. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Hey, son. Sink right. Roll. Here we go.
3rd down, goal to go from the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, Every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were there, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 4. Now it's Burrow. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
First down.
Get set. Stop.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
The chase will go in motion left. Now Burrow. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's good for a Bengals.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Bengals first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10.
They run it again with Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now...
And picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
All right, let's go. Focus.
Lawrence. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. Think right open.
Lawrence will throw. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Rip, 23. Go. Done. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
11, Agate.
2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
Go.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
13, Luke.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll follow his blockers here all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, Lion.
On play action, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hey, easy. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And that will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Hey, tomato. Done.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 34.
Let's get set.
On play action, they'll throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
1st down.
On 1, right?
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
A give to Kamara running right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Here we go.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
First and 10 at the 15-yard
The man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown Bengals. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out. And the Bengals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again, they've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Hey, Soko, so hot. 11, here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground to 10. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 3.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Soko, so hot. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. 13, Luke.
Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11,
and they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. On ill-advised throw down, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, expect him to do exactly that.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right side.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go.
1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Finding room at midfield. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook it's still open for the coordinator.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 32. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Red on red. Focus, hot. Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still fighting. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Bengals 6.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 30.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here we go. Dot. Right 80. Right hot. Dot.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They'll get 34 yards there. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Hey, Lion. Son, hunt.
And they will take a knee here.
Hey, run. Hey, Ginger, attack.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Jones on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games.